Hello there, and welcome to EstiQ Media right here on YouTube. I would say welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I would implore you to kindly subscribe on this YouTube channel and also share to your friends, families, any relatives of yours that actually you have access to or that actually has your content or can view whatever it is that you post up on any of your status on any of the social media platform. Please kindly do that. Now, remember, we are also on Spotify. It's EstiQ Media on Spotify as well as on TuneIn and Amazon. There is a lot of content in there. You subscribe, download the content, and enjoy. I would love you to also subscribe to the website. It's www.estiqmedia.com. Let's grow this family, okay? So let's get right into what the content of the day is all about. And there is this particular important fact that I can say a lot of Nigerians will agree to. It is the fact that, barring any unforeseen circumstances, the Presidential Elections Petition Tribunal is expected to deliver its judgment sometime in September. As it does so, Nigerians are bearing witness to the type of electoral legal issues that can occur when elections are not properly managed. Now, the International Crisis Group, in a May 2023 report, posited that the Electoral Commission's failure to collate ballots transparently and questions about Tinubu's eligibility for the top post have prompted legal challenges to the results. As citizens go through the throes of a devastating economy that has taken an incapacitating toll on them, many are looking to the outcome of the election petitions for a reset. Now, for others, especially the supporters of incumbent President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they would be hoping for a judicial affirmation of his February victory. Tinubu, we do know, is a flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, and he was declared winner with a margin actually of scoring 8,794,726 votes. Now, the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party were actually upset by the outcome. To them, they believe that their mandates were stolen, and so right now they're challenging Tinubu's victory. The judicial inquest into the outcome of the presidential elections is itself part of the electoral process that would only come to an end when the Supreme Court delivers its conclusions from the inquiry. So, as you do know, Nigeria's Electoral Act says the tribunal has 180 days to determine the petitions. The court is expected to round off all its activities on or before September 16, 2023. Now, I, Esther Wachiko, went to the streets of Lagos to ask some questions on basically if Nigerians want a rerun, what their expectations are, what they anticipate the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal's conclusion would be, and if at all they are in support of a rerun. There is anxiety, there is enthusiasm, there is an impatient waiting. But hey, let's take a listen and a view of what a couple of them had to say. Enjoy.
So there's this call for rerun. Nigerians are saying that there's going to be a rerun. So people are so certain that there's going to be a rerun and their deserved or preferred principal will definitely win. Do you think there'll be a rerun too?
I'm sorry to disappoint them. I don't see a rerun happening.
Why?
Okay, so first things first. Until the courts have spoken, they've not spoken. They can't put words in the mouth of the justices.
Okay.
That's one. Number two is the fact that on what grounds is the rerun going to happen? Fundamentally, we look at the prayers Atiku put forward, the prayers the PTB also put forward. I didn't see them particularly say there should be a. Okay, yeah, I think they put it there, but I really don't see it happening.
Okay.
It will not all go well for those who particularly have conservative approach to Nigerian politics, who appear now to be in the political establishment. So I don't see them giving it now. I don't see them giving it now.
Yeah. All right, so there's been this clamor for rerun at the Election Petition Tribunal. The Labour Party is saying that there should be a rerun, that their own candidates actually won this election based on the evidences and the claim that they, put at the Election Petition Tribunal. The PDP is saying that they won the election, that INEC should declare them the winner. But I'm asking you at the moment, do you think there should be a rerun?
To my own suggestion, I believe nothing to bother about again. Let's call it spade. It has gone.
But they're trying to see that they get that they consider the fact that their votes are well counted for, in the fact that they feel there were infractions during the elections, some results were not, collated properly, that the results were blurry. So they feel that they want to take their mandate. And in that process, that INEC did not do what it is supposed to do right. So do you think now, because of all of that, that at the end of the day, since Bola Ahmed Tinubu is already doing what the presidents are supposed to do, but possibly when there is a rerun, he will no longer be the president. Some persons are already referring to him as a placeholder. What do you think, that considering what we are currently going through, should there be one?
I have to be sincere with you. For the rerun, I don't think it's the best option.
What do you think is the best option then?
It's okay like this. Let's continue like this. Let it be like this. Because going for the rerun to be another long processing, and it has never happened before. I don't think it can happen again. I don't think it can happen.
Thank you.
That's the my own suggestion. I don't think it can happen. So rerun or no rerun? No.
Okay, thank you.
Don't
Vincent in his shop, in his abode, as you can see. And we want to ask this question because it's pertinent that we actually get the purview of a couple of Nigerians and not the elite Nigerians, like everyday Nigerians that we see. So there's been this clamor for rerun. Let's do rerun. The elections were not done right. Peter Obi and the Labour Party say they actually won these elections based on all that they presented at the Election Petition Tribunal. PDP is saying that they deserve to be called the winner. That they won 21 states. So INEC, who has actually agreed that they won 21 states, should pronounce them the winner, right? And now, since I think last month, the chairman of Labour Party has been making a very serious references or inferences that the APC is influencing certain individuals just in case a rerun comes up, that they're influencing things already so that they can win. But this rerun has never happened in this country except during the Shagari period. But we've not necessarily felt that in our presidential election. Do you consider a rerun happening now, and should there actually be a rerun?
To me, I don't believe in a rerun. Because to me, I thought that Obi won that election.
Really?
Yes, I thought that he won the election. So
he won the election based on
the voting pattern.
Okay.
I know that the youth voted for him, but the elderly.
Okay.
So to me, I believe that Obi won that election outright. So to me, I don't believe in a rerun. Let them give it to Obi. So that is where I stand.
You don't care to know what the statistics are. You don't care to know what the data applied is in declaring who becomes the president. At the end of the day, your own is that you believe that he won.
That he won. At least both FCT. He finished the FCT.
Okay.
So the other two, they didn't get up to 10%. So both the Jagaba, the so-called Jagaba, Obi defeated him.
Oh, really?
In his background, by his backyard.
Okay.
Both his streets. So for Obi to win Lagos State, win Abuja, even River State, Obi finished because of a useless wicked. Yes, it's wicked.
All right, thank you. Can I speak with you as well? So you seem to be interested in the conversation. So what I want to find out is that there have been clamor for rerun. A lot of people have been mentioning rerun. We don't actually know what that rerun is all about. But they're saying in terms of the fact that if there is a rerun, just wait now. Then there's a process. That Peter Obi has gone to court and he has always demanded that things should be done right. Exactly, and that there's a protocol to how things are being done. Now, based on all the evidences where Peter Obi already tendered for court, including PDP, they are saying that a rerun, if there is a potential, if there is a potential of a rerun taking place, right, that possibly the Labour Party could win. The PDP is saying they will win, or it will be between the APC and the PDP, or PDP and Labour Party.
Obi, he won the election purely I have my result here.
You have your result?
I have my result.
Wow.
I want my result to be one, the election to be one. But Nigeria is a very bad leaders. Nigeria is not bad. Bad leaders. Bad leaders, so but if you don't know what, if you don't give them that for making repair this country, they meet us there. That's my final say. Don't want us to talk too much. Any question again?
No question again. So they have been clamoring for rerun. Some people are saying we want rerun. Some people are saying we don't want rerun. Some people are saying we want Peter Obi to win. We want PDP to win. APC is still hanging on that they actually won. INEC is saying that APC indeed won. But if at all, based on what was presented at the Election Petition Tribunal, would you want a rerun?
No, I don't want a rerun because already we have spent so much money in the past election. So for us to have a rerun election, it means we are still going to spend another money, and we don't need that. We don't need that. So I feel like since the case is still in the court, so once they are done with the case, it should go. Should go. So no need for a rerun.
But the PDP is actually saying they won, that INEC already said they actually did have about 21 states already, including the FCT, which the APC did not get. The APC did not get the FCT. And they are saying that the APC is influencing the judges at the Election Petition Tribunal, whereby they declare a rerun, or they shouldn't declare a rerun, but they should make them, they should actually just stand on the fact that they won the elections as INEC has declared them. But the question I'm asking is that beyond everything, though, beyond all that is taking place, do you trust the decision? Do you think the judiciary will actually conclude right? Will they do justice?
Yes, because all eyes are on judiciary right now. So we are expecting both the good and the worst. So, but hopefully, the judiciary will give us their final results and everything. So, I so much believe in this Nigeria judiciary, because the fact that APC and PDP and the Labour Party are still in the court right now shows the fact that we all have faith and trust that this election petition tribunal will turn out to be a great success. Because if it fails, I think Nigeria democracy and Nigeria constitution will also fail as well. So I just pray for the best, because I like Nigeria and I love Nigeria so much. I just hope that everything will turn out to go smoothly, and I don't see Nigeria having another rerun election, because I don't want that to happen anyway. I don't want that to happen. So,
Thank you very much, David. Thank you. Now, in the history of Nigeria, I've never seen Nigerians participate, and follow the judicial proceeding at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. It is quite interesting to see the voluminous brainstorming attitude of a lot of Nigerians on how the decision of the Election Petition Tribunal will take place. I must tell you, there is apprehension, there is serious impatient waiting for the elections at the judges at the Election Petition Tribunal to eventually decide on who actually won the February 25 presidential elections. But then, in the long run, there have been speculations from several quarters concerning a rerun. The PDP actually say that they ought to be declared as the winner, considering that they came second behind the APC as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission. They actually said that they got about 21 states, which INEC actually attributed to when they talked about it or presented it as an evidence at the Election Petition Tribunal. They also complained about the fact that there were some infractions, criminal activities, and that INEC did not obey its own electoral act by uploading the result in real time on the IREC portal, right? So that, of course, is the basic premise of the PDP. And of course, it went ahead to also state that there were quite a number of irregularities that occurred in several polling units which they expected INEC to actually address, and that renders the election tantamount as to non-transparent. The Labour Party is also stating the fact that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not qualified to actually be in the position he currently is because of the fine imposed on him, which he paid for 460,000 $100,000. And based on the Nigerian constitution, any fine whatsoever that could be placed on anyone or supposedly that person paid has actually disqualified the person from being part of the process. But you do know that the constitution of the Americas and here is different. And when you have money, well, power plays hand properly. That is, of course, one of the many factors that they raised at the Election Petition Tribunal. They talked about the blurry results in 18,000 polling units across the Federation. And they're asking the question, if results were blurry, if the error portal was recording faces of unknown persons, blurry sheets, and blank A4 papers, how then did INEC declare its president in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? So the question of the Election Petition Tribunal is between the PDP, the APC, and the Labour Party, who indeed justifiably won the February 25 presidential election. And a couple of stories and events have actually come up since the Election Petition Tribunal. And I must tell you that I have never seen Nigerians follow the trend and follow the story, both on social media and just like you can see me on the street, anticipating the eventual conclusion of the judges on who actually won this election. On EstiQ Media website, we'll definitely keep you updated on what exactly is going on. The rumor about the rerun, we do not know how true that will be. But Julius Abure of the Labour Party actually said that the APC had begun to place individuals and persons in several positions, possibly influencing the decision of the judges at the Election Petition Tribunal, so that if at all there is a rerun, well, they would eventually win it. We don't know how true that is, but it's been so frequent lately about the possibility of a rerun. You heard me speak with a couple of Nigerians on their take of a rerun. Some are actually saying that it is frivolous, unnecessarily expensive to consider a rerun, and some are saying possibly to them that their own desired presidential candidate actually won these elections. We cannot say, we do not want to speculate, but we need to remain on what the judges will eventually disclose to us at the end of the day based on the evidences and documents that were presented at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. My name is Esther Wachiku. Stay on locked here on EstiQ Media. Bye for now.